Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are watching my video first time, then please do subscribe my channel. Today, today's session will be the second part of previous year question paper. Okay, 2018 paper. Okay, so last session we discussed some questions related to this paper, and today we will be discussing rest of the questions. So just to start the next question. Now question is a bag contains 15 red balls and 20 black balls. Each ball is numbered either 1 or 2 or 3. 20% of the red balls, 20% of the red balls are numbered 1 and 40% of them are numbered 3. Okay, so we will just see red balls, red balls. Total number of red balls are 15. Okay, so we see here 20% of the red balls are numbered 1. So number 1, 20% of the red ball. So 20% of 15 will be 3 balls. 3 balls are numbered 1 and 40% of them are numbered 3. So number 2 and number 3. So 40% of them. So 40% of 15 will be 6 balls. 6 balls are number 3. Then rest balls will be number 2. So 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 6 15. So 6 balls are number 2. Now we see the black balls. Now we see the black balls. Now we see the black balls. Black balls. Black ball. Now there are 20 black balls. 20 black balls. Out of these 20 black balls, 45% are number 2. 45% are number 2. So number 1, number 2 and number 3. So 45% of the black balls are number 2. So 45% of 20, 45% of 20 will be 9 balls are number 9 balls. 9 balls. How you got 9 balls? 20 into 45 divided by 100. So 20 5 ja 100 and 5 9 ja 45. So 9 balls are there, numbered 2, and 30% are number 3. 30% are number 3. So 30% of 20 will be 6. 6 balls. 6 balls are number 3. So 9 plus 6 15, and there are 5 balls. 5 balls numbered 1. Okay. So out of 15 balls, 3 balls are numbered 1, 6 balls are numbered 2, and 6 balls numbered 3. And out of 20 black balls, 5 balls are numbered 1, 9 balls are numbered 2, and 6 balls are numbered 3. Okay. So what we have to find out, a boy picks a ball at random. He wins if the ball is red and numbered 3, or if it is a black and numbered 1 or 2. What are the chances of his winning? Okay, so he has to pick only one ball out of total number of balls, so 15 plus 20. Out of total number of balls, 15 plus 20. Out of 35 balls, out of 35 balls, he has to select at least one ball. So total number of sample space will be 35 C1. Okay. Now if he wins if the ball is red and numbered 3. If ball is red and numbered 3, then total are 6 balls numbered 3. 6 red ball number 3. So it can be picked in 6 6 C1. Okay. R means plus. plus, or if it is black and numbered 1 or 2. If it is black and number 1 or 2, 1 or 2 means total number of balls will be 14. Out of 14 balls, out of 14 balls, he will select 1. So total number of way will be 14, the 1. So here if you simplify this, then 6 plus 14 divided by 35, you will get 20 divided by 35. If you simplify it, then you will get 5 7 ja 35 and 5 4 ja 20. So your answer will be 4 divided by so chances of winning is his chances of winning is 4 by 7. So option B shall be the right answer. Is that clear to all of you? Now the next question. A student has to get 40% mark to pass in an examination. Okay. Suppose he get 30 marks and fail by 30 marks. Then what are the maximum marks in the examination? A student got 40% mark. Okay, a student got 40% of marks. Okay, suppose he got 30 marks. He got 30 marks and failed by 30 marks. So to pass in the examination, he has to get 30 more marks. Okay, and now he is passed. So total number of passing mark is 60, and a student has to got 40% mark to pass. Then these 60 marks will be equivalent to 40%. What we have to find out? Total marks in the examination. It means we have to find out value of 100%. Then value of 100% will be 60 into 100 divided by 40, and this will become 0 0 and 15 times, then it will be 150 marks. So option C will be the right answer. Clear? Now the next question. 19 boys turn out for playing hockey. Of these, 11 are wearing hockey shirt and 14 are wearing hockey pant. 11 players are wearing hockey hockey shirts hockey shirts and 14s are wearing pants. Okay, hockey pants. But there are total 19 boys. There are no boys without shirt or pant. What is the number of boys wearing full uniform? Now total number of boys are 19, and 11 out of 19, 11 are wearing shirt and 14 are wearing pants. So total number of boys who wears either a hockey shirt or a hockey pant or both. So 11 plus 14 will be 25. Then 25 boys are there who wears at least a shirt or pant or both. But total number of boys are only 19. Then difference will be 6. And these are the number of boys who wear full uniform. Full uniform. Full uniform. So answer will be option C. So option C will be the right answer. 6 number of boys wears full uniform. Okay. Now the next question. A shopkeeper sells an article at 40 rupees and get X% profit. Okay. However, when he sells it at 20, he faces same percentage of loss. What is the original cost of article? So, you know, we have to find out CP, cost price of article, CP. Okay. Now there are two SP, and CP is equal to, CP is equal to ESP into 100 divided by 100 plus minus percentage profit or loss. In the case of profit, we use plus sign, and in the case of loss, we use minus sign. Okay, so we have to find the cost price of the article. So CP is equal to ESP into 100. Then first ESP is 40, 40 into 100 divided by 100. There is the profit of X%. Then we can add X. This will be again next ASP is 20, 20 into 100 divided by 100 minus same percentage of loss X. So these parts will be equal to this part. Okay, so we can simplify it. We can simplify it. 100 plus X divided by 100 minus X will be equivalent to 20 into 100, 20 into 100, or we can just use here, we can just simplify here. Can just simplify here. 100 will be cancel out 100, 20 will be cancel out 2 times. So this will be 2 divided by 1. If we apply component row and dividend rule, then we get 100 divided by X is equal to 3 by 1. Okay, 3 by 1. It means value of X will be 100 by 3%, or 33 is to 1.3%. 33 is to 1 upon 3%, or 33.33%. Okay, then this is the value of profit or loss percentage. Now we have to find out original cost of the article. Then we can put this value of X in any of these, and we get our answer. So 40 into 100 divided by 100 plus 100 divided by 3 in CP. Now if you simplify it, you will get 100 into 40, 100 into 40 into 3 divided by 400. Okay, divided by 400. Then this will be cancelled out. Then this will be cancelled out. Double zero, you cancel out double zero, 4 will you cancel out 4. Then total original cost of that article is 30 rupees. So this is options the right answer. Okay, now the next question is, there are 24 equally spaced points lying on the circumference of article. What is the maximum number of equilateral rectangle that can be drawn taking a set of 3 points as the vertices? Okay, now to form an triangle, or any triangle or equilateral triangle, you need 3 points, because a triangle consists of 3 vertices. Okay, now there are 24 equally spaced points, and you have to form equilateral triangle out of these. Okay, so total number of triangle equilateral triangle that can be formed taking 3 points out of these will be 8. So option C will be the right answer. Clear? Now the next question, consider the consequences sequences given below. So this is 4, 12, 95, 1, 1, 96, 29, 1, 96. So this is nothing, basically a date: 4, 12, 95, and 1, 1, 96, 29, 1, 96, and 26 to 96. Okay, these are basically dates. Okay, dates. Okay, this is a calendar date. Okay, so we can use here. This is 4, 12 and 95. Okay, and this is 1, 1, 90. Then how many difference is there? How many days difference is there? How many days difference there? Basically 4. 95 is not a leap year. Then and 12th month of 95 is consists of 31 days. 31 days. Then 4 days are left. 4 days are left. Then it will 27 days, and year plus 1. It means 28 days. So difference is plus 28. Now this will be also difference is plus 28. Okay. Now this is also plus 28, and the next date will be plus 28. Next date will be plus 28. So here this is 26th of Feb 1996, and you know 1996 is a leap year, and in the leap year February month consists of 29 days. Okay, February month consists of 29 days. Then how many days left in this month? 26, 26, 27, 28 and 29. 3 days are here, and in next month, in the month of March, uh, the number of day will be 25 plus 25. So total number of day will be 28. So date here will be 25, 03 and 9 and 1996. So 2503 1996 will be the 2503 1990. So option B will be the right answer. Okay, clear? Now the next question: 12 equal square are placed to fit in a rectangle of diagonal 5 centimeter. Okay, 12 equal squares. This is a rectangle of diagonal 5 centimeter. There are three rows. Three rows are there, and each row each row containing 4 square. So this is the first, this is the second, and this is the third. 1, 2, 3 and 4 squares are there in each row, and total number of square is 12. Okay, now no gap are left between adjacent square. What is the area of each square? So now uh, diagonal is 5 centimeter. This is the diagonal, and this is your 5 centimeter. Okay, this is 5 centimeter, and this is 5 centimeter, and suppose we are supposing that this is 4 unit. 4 unit, this is 4 unit, and this is 3 unit. Now you can understand that this form a triangle, and this is 3 unit and this is 4 unit. Then this must be a 5 unit. It means dimension of this rectangle here is 3 centimeter, and this is a 4 centimeter. This is 4 centimeter. 4 centimeter. So this makes a right angle triangle, and area of this will be half into breadth into length. So this is half into 3 into 4, and this will become 12. So half of the area of half of the rectangle is 12 units. So area of the full of rectangle area will be 20. No, not 24. This is 12. This is this is this is 6. Okay, this is 6. This is 6. So total area of the rectangle will be 12 square centimeter. Now 12 square centimeter. Now you know the square, every squares are of same dimension, so area of each square will be equal to each other, and area of all the area of the rectangle is 12 square units. So area of each square will be area of each square will be 12 divided by 12 means 1 centimeter square. So 1 centimeter square means option C will be the right answer. Clear? Now the next question is, a lift has the capacity of 12, 18 adult or 30 children. There are lift and its capacity, it can carry either 18 adult or 30 children. How many children can board the lift with 12 adult? Now there are 18 adults and or 30 children. The lift can carry either 18 adult or 30 children. It means this is the capacity of the lift. So capacity of the lift will be, we will just find LCM of 18 and 30 and it will give 90 kg. So 90 kg means total capacity of the lift is 90 kg. Now what is the weight of each adult? 18 5 ja 90 means 5 kg. Each adult having weight of 5 kg and each children is weighted 3 kg. The weight of each children is 3 kg and weight of each adult is 5 kg. Now question is that how many children can board in the lift with 12 adults? So it means lift cannot carry more than its own capacity. So total number of adult is 12 and weight of each adult is 5 kg. So total weight will be 60 kg. Okay, plus how many children can board? So weight of each children is 3 kg and we can consider the number of children is n or x, or you can consider any variable, and this will be equivalent to 90 uh, plus 3n. This will be 90 kg. Okay, so value of 3n will be 30, so value of n will be 10. So number of children that can be board with 12 adult is 10, so option B will be the right answer. This question was basically based on LCM and SCF, so I hope uh, you understand this question better. Now the next question is, if x minus y is equal to 8, then which of the following must be true? If x minus y is equal to 8, then which of the following must be true? Now the first point is, both x and y must be a positive for any value of for 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 x minus y is equal to 8. This is the relationship and we have to verify each of the given statement fulfilling these relations. Now the first point is, both x and y must be positive for any value of x and y. For any value of x and y, both x and y must be positive to fulfill these conditions. Okay, suppose this is a value of x and this is y. Okay, we can consider any value. Both the value must be positive, and we can consider value of x is 10, or we can consider the value of x, any value of x any value of x. Suppose this is 6 and this is minus. Okay, so this can conclude 6 minus 2 is equal to 8 and 8 is equal to 8. But first point is saying that for both x and y must be positive for any value of x, but here we considered value of y is minus 2, so this statement is wrong. Okay, now second statement is if x is positive, y must be negative for any value of x and y. If x is positive, we can consider x is positive. X is positive. If x is positive, y must be negative. Y must be negative. We can consider for second statement. We can consider for second statement. Value of x is 10 and value of y is 2. So we considered that both value of x and y is positive. So second statement is saying that if x is positive, y must be negative. But we can verify this. Here 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. 8 is equal to 8. It means this statement is also wrong. We can both the value of x and y may be positive or may be negative. Okay, so if x is positive, we suppose that the value of x is positive, then y must be negative. But here we can verify this relationship even though taking value of y as a positive. So this is also a wrong. Okay, so both these statement is wrong. So first will be wrong, second will be wrong, and this also will be wrong. So we can conclude that option D will be the right answer. Neither first nor second nor third is the correct answer. Okay, so option D will be the right answer. Now the next question. A person bought a refrigerator worth 22,800. Person bought an refrigerator consist of 22,800. Okay, with 12.5%, with 12.5%, with 12.5% interest. Okay, compounded early. At the end of first year, he paid 8,650 rupees. The end of first year, he paid 8,650 rupees. And at the end of second year, he paid 9,125 rupees. How much will he have to pay? How much will he have to pay at the end of third year to clear his debt? Now, this is a typical question, a difficult question related to compound interest. Okay, sorry. So, now total number of interest that we have to pay after 1 year. Now the loan amount is 22,800. A rate of interest is 12.5%. 12, if you convert this 12.5% into the fraction, you will get 1 upon 8. So rate will be 1 upon 8. So what will be the value? You will get 8 to just 16, 8 to just 16, 850. Okay, 2,850 rupees. So if you return after the amount payable after 1 year will be at the end of first year. At the end of first year, how much amount we have to pay? 22 2800 plus 2850 rupees. 2850 rupees. This this amount of money we have to return. But at the end of first year, how much paid? 8650 rupees. Then this will be deducted 8650 rupees. So total rest amount will be 50 minus 50 0 and 17,000 rupees is left after at the end of the first year. The amount left to be paid is 17,000. So at this on the 17,000 rupees, we have to pay interest on the next year. So rate of interest is 12.5%. It means 1 upon 8, and this will, if you simplify it, it will give 8 to the 15, 8 to the 1 to 5, 2125. So amount payable after at the end of second year, amount payable at the end of second year will be 17,000 plus 2125 rupees. But what amount have already paid? 9125. So this will be deducted from this amount, 9125 rupees. So total amount payable, rest amount will be 25 25 1000 10,000. So rest amount is 10,000. So next year, after odd year, how much interest we have to pay? This amount is left 10,000, and on this amount we have to pay interest at the rate of 12.5%. So 10,000 into 1 by 8. 1 by 8 will be amount to how much? 1250. 1250. So total amount that have to pay at the end of third year, at the end of third year will be 10,000 plus 1250. Okay, so this is the amount that we have to pay. It means 11,000. It means 11,250 rupees. 11,250 rupees have to be paid at the end of third year to clear all its due. So option D will be the right answer. Okay, clear? Now the next question. There are dotted line. Vacant places along with this number. Okay. We have to find out of these four options which number will replace, which number will be there, so that this equation is become complete. So if you put 5 here, suppose we are just verifying, if you put 4 here, and this is the only way through which we can solve this question through objective approach. If we put 4 here, 4 here also there should be 4. If we are using 4, then here also will be 4. Unit digit of the resultant number will be 4. So if we put here 4, so 4 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 1, 12 plus 3, 15, 15 plus 1, 16. Here unit digit is 6. So what should be there? Here, if option A is the right answer, then here also it should come 4, but it's coming 6. So this cannot be the right answer. If we put here 5, then 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 3, 18, 18 plus 1 19. Here 9 is coming, unit is 9 is coming. So this what should come here? Unit is as a 5. If B is to be the right answer, so B cannot be the right answer. If you using 6, then 6 plus 6 12, 12 plus 6 18, 18 plus 3 21, 21 plus 1 22. Here unit digit 2 is coming, but it should come as 6 if 6 is the right answer. So this is also not a right answer. So we are left with only one option, option D, and D is the correct answer for this question. So if you why 8 is the right answer? Suppose here 8, if you putting 8, 8, 8 and 8, 8. So 8, 8, 16, 16 plus 8, 24, 24 plus 3, 27, 27 plus 1, 28. Here unit is comes 8. So options D will be the right answer. Clear? Now the next question, how many diagonals can be drawn joining the vertices of octagon? How many diagonals can be drawn? Okay, so number of diagonals, number of diagonals, number of diagonals is, what is the trick how to find number of diagonals? n minus 3 divided by 2. What is the value of n here? It is octagon. Octagon means octagon consists of 8 vertices, 8 vertices, and value of n is 8. This is the value of n. Number of n is the number of vertices, and an octagon consists of 8 vertices. So value of n will be 8. Okay, so value of n will be 8. So we can easily put 8 into 8 minus 3 divided by 2, 8 into 5 by 2. This will become 4 times. So total number of diagonal will be 20. So this is the right answer. So option A will be the right answer. Total number of diagonals is 20. Okay. Now the next question. Direction for the following 3 items. Direction for the following 3 items. Now this is a very important questions, and this question is related to dice, cube and dice. Now this is the positions of 4 dice, one dice. There are 4 positions. Okay, first position is this, second position is, third position, and fourth. What we have to find out, if we decode this dice, uh, then we can find out what is the symbol that faces opposite to that contains single dot. It means we have to find out opposite numbers, basically opposite number, and for that we have to select out of 4 position only 2 position that that have only one faces common. Now you know that dice consist of 6 surfaces, 6 faces. Okay, and here 6 faces are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 dot, and one single line and a cross line. Okay, so there are 6 surfaces, and each surface consists of different dots or symbols. So we have to select out of 4 positions of the same dice only 2 position which consist of only one faces common. Okay, so if we take first, and along with first, which can be taken third, because in first and third only one surface is common, this surface is common. So we can here conclude that this is the common surface noted by a single line. Okay, now in these two selected position, we can, if we move clockwise, then after this line, single line, it will come 2 dot and 1 dot. This is 2 dot and then 1 dot. Now if we see if we move in the same direction clockwise in this position, then after this it will come 4 dot and then 3 dot. It will come 4 dot and then 3 dot. Okay, so which number in these two position number 1 and 3rd, which number is not shown here? This symbol is not shown. So the symbols that is appearing on both the positions and the symbol which is not appearing on the both the positions are opposite to each other, then the line will be opposite to cross. Okay, so we can opposite 2 will be opposite to the surface containing 2 dot will be opposite to the surface containing 4 dot, and the surface containing 1 dot will be opposite to the surface containing 3 dot. Okay, and this line will be the surface containing this line will be opposite to the surface containing cross sign. Okay, so we can answer this question easily. What is the symbol on the faces? What is the symbol on the faces opposite to that containing a single dot? Okay, single dot. So single dot, the surface containing single dot will be opposite to surface containing 3 dot. So 3 dot means option B will be the right answer. Okay. Now next question, what is the symbol on the faces opposite to that containing 2 dot? Now 2 dots, the surface containing 2 dot will be opposite to the surface containing 4 dot. So option C will be the right answer, 4 dot. Now what is the symbol uh, on the face opposite to that containing a cross? Okay, so cross, the surface containing cross will be opposite to the surface containing a line. So here option C will be the right answer. Okay, so friends, that's all for this video. If uh, video, the information that I have tendered or solution that I have provided was beneficial for you, then please give us a like, and if you are not subscribed my channel, then please do subscribe my channel. So have a nice day. Thank you so much.